My fellow flames, welcome back to another ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD video, and today we have some very important and incredible news regarding the game and its success, because this game is doing very well globally, which I'm very happy about because I quite literally do have an addiction to this game. I am addicted to ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD. As of recording this video, I can say I am 100 hours, more than 100 hours into the game, and on PlayStation I've almost achieved the Platinum Trophy, which is a very big deal if you know what a Platinum Trophy is on PlayStation. But we're going to be going over some incredible financial news regarding how well the game is doing globally. If you enjoy this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new. Without further ado, let's get into this. So, over here on Twitter, we can actually see how much money the game has made globally. ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD revenue. The game has reportedly crossed 1.2 billion RMB, that's $173 million in global revenue across all platforms. In China, PC contributes to nearly 60% of total revenue. That's over half, that's huge. Internationally, PC and PlayStation make up to about 70% of revenue. That's internationally. That's globally. Outside of China, that's incredible. That's incredible. This game runs incredibly well on PlayStation. In my opinion, the game needs to be played on a controller. And the game needs to be played on a PlayStation or on a controller, or if you're playing on PC, please to make sure you're having a controller. That's the best experience you can possibly have playing this game, because mouse and keyboard, it's near enough impossible to play, in my opinion. I struggled tremendously when I first booted up the game because I couldn't really get to grips with each key doing about 10,000 different things. But anyway, I digress. So here it is, ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD making $173 million globally. That's a tremendous amount, in considering the fact the game's been out for what, 2-3 weeks? It's been out for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's incredible. Now let's see what this post is. So this is the official report. Recently, Hypergryph, a well-known game company based in the Shuaihui district, I'm sorry if I butchered that place's name, I'm not very good at pronouncing my Chinese words. It launched its self-developed and operated new game ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD globally across multiple platforms. Within 2 weeks of its launch, within 2 weeks of its launch, the game achieved a cumulative revenue of 1.2 billion RMB across all platforms, with PC revenue accounting for nearly 60% in the domestic market, and PC and PlayStation revenue combined accounting for 70% in the overseas market. This new game breaks the traditional pattern of mobile centricity, becoming Hypergryph's first global product to achieve balanced performances across multiple platforms. It essentially has broken an all-time record for this genre of game. This game is being treated like a mainstream game, not a gacha game. It's incredible how they release the game simultaneously across mobile, across PC, across PlayStation, and it does this well. Now, if we go back a good few weeks ago, Tencent released a report. If you guys remember this, you probably do remember this. It was very big news. Wuthering Waves crossed $550 million globally throughout the year. Throughout the year of 2025. Throughout the entire year of 2025, the game crossed $550 million worldwide. Now, that's not a little amount. That's a lot more money than a lot of AAA games make in its debuting year, in its opening year, in its releasing scheduled year. And it was huge. It was incredible. But you know what I find funny? As big of an achievement for Tencent, and as big of an achievement for Wuthering Waves as that is, it's crazy how in 2 weeks, this game earned $173 million globally. That's about a quarter, maybe just below a quarter, of what Wuthering Waves made in an entire year. That's incredible. That's ridiculous. That's nuclear. How the hell has this game, in the first 2 weeks of its release, earned $173 million USD in global revenue? Now, this post was from the 7th, I believe. The 7th of February. So this has probably earned even more money. Maybe even $175 million USD globally. That's incredible. That's insane. Insane. That is That is a huge amount of money in such a small space of time, which means this game is a global success, which means this game is here to stay. Now, this is past. This is after the controversy this game had. This game had an abundance and a huge amount of controversy. The gacha system wasn't good. The PayPal situation was nuclear and incredibly... It was a bad situation for the game to be in, and a lot of people thought this game's dead. This game's going to die. This game, that's it. It's killed the game. It's a victim of its own success. Oh, no, sorry. A victim of its own flaws. Because this could kill the game. No. $173 million in USD globally. That is record-breaking. Now, you guys watching are probably saying, he is really glazing, hyper-glazing, Hypergryph and ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD. And to you I say, you're goddamn right. This game has given me the best 1.0 experience I've ever had. Because people forget, as much as I love Wuthering Waves, and I'm going to continue to play and glaze Wuthering Waves, I couldn't play the game for the first 2 weeks because of how many bugs it had. At least with this game, I could play it day one to the best of its ability on PlayStation. Primarily on PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation player when it comes to this game. And I had no bugs, no issues, and the only issues that was going on with the game is people didn't like the gacha system, which is a choice. You don't have to like the gacha system. It's a very traditional gacha system. It's traditional JP gacha systems, where in JP gacha systems, there is no pity. And if there is pity, you have to spend about $700 to get to the pity. Dragon Ball Legends, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, just to name a few. Just to name a few. So, yeah, it's better than those gacha systems, let me tell you. I don't think the gacha system's that bad. I don't think it's as bad as people say. Does it need improving? Yes, but I think there's a lot of forgiving tropes that people forget. And there is a massive misunderstanding to how the gacha system works. Because let me tell you something right now. The guaranteed pity doesn't carry over. But it doesn't mean no pity carries over. Because let me explain something to you right now. When you get to your 80th pull, you get a 50-50 chance to win the limited character, or you lose and you get either a future limited character, a past limited character, or a 6-star character of the standard banner. That pity carries over. So if you do 40 pulls and then you go to the next banner and you haven't summoned until the next banner, that means you don't have to go back to 0 and do 80 pulls to get your 6-star character. It means you only have to do 40 pulls to get a 6-star character. It just means that the guaranteed pity is refreshed. So there is pity, it just isn't exactly the pity that you may know. But it still means that you're always guaranteed a 6-star character after 80 pulls, and that pity carries over. But doesn't mean that the gacha is perfect. It just means that it's not as bad as people thought, because people were going, no, this game doesn't have pity. The pity doesn't carry over at all. No, it does. It's just not the guaranteed pity. But it's rather ironic how this game earned $173 million globally in the first 2 weeks of its release. This is probably... Now, this is me saying, if this game continues to do as it's doing, this could be $1 billion project for 2026. It could be. It could be. It very well could be. $1 billion game, which is huge. I'm not saying it will be. The numbers probably will drop. The numbers probably will drop. I wouldn't be surprised if they did over the coming patches. But my God, that's very, very good. Now let's see what the comments say. Either we're going to get people hating, we're going to get people glazing, or we're going to get a mixture of the two. So let's see what's going on. This game was meant to be used with a controller or mouse plus. Okay, they just secured what, 5 or more years of development. Yeah, they secured a lot of development. Wow. Yeah. 30k was sent to everyone today in Enfield. Okay, so I think they're just talking about the game. They're just talking about the aspects of the game. Some people are shocked. Some people are like, not surprised. Yet meanwhile, Shields, who glaze on gacha revenue charts, who got humble. That's a prime. That's literally a prime example of what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is huge. This is huge. Very big deal. It's a very big deal. Very, very big deal. I believe this is where the original post is from on this channel. If I scroll down, I don't know if I'll be able to find it now, but this was the original Twitter page that basically covered it. Here we go. Yeah, this was the original post. But yeah, I'm very impressed. But okay. Okay. Well, yeah. My monthly and admin starter weapon pack contributes to the... People are very... Glory to the hype. People are happy about it. Grats. People are... That's why we don't listen to gacha. Yeah! I'm happy people are glazing it. Hell yeah! Repost. That's amazing news. And follow this channel as well. Amazing news. That's amazing news. I'm so glad people are happy as well. Oh, thank God for that. I wasn't sure if people were going to be in denial and start slating this. But yeah, there we go, guys. Huge news for ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD. Huge news for the fans of the game, including myself. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new. And if you want more ARKNIGHTS ENDFIELD content in the future, be sure to also like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll speak to you all in the next video. Take it easy and have a good rest of your day.